Hey, yo, hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review. Today we're going to be doing Batman Monsters. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, Batman Monsters is part of the Legend of the Dark Knight series. And as some of you may or may not know, the Legend of the Dark Knight series is a bunch of Batman stories that take place during his early career. Now, exactly where these stories take place, I'm a little unsure. See, in the first story, Batman claimed that he has been Batman for about 18 months, but the last few stories make you feel as though that is earlier in his career, like right after he becomes Batman. Now, I checked online, and it's technically these stories are supposed to take place someplace after Batman's Terror. So with that said, let's get into the stories themselves. There's three stories in here. There's Werewolf, Infected, and Clay. The first story is a three-parter which deals with Batman going around trying to solve these werewolf mystery murders. This investigation takes him all the way to London, where he has to deal with some bad guys, some good guys, and some monsters. Because he finds this werewolf and he doesn't like what he sees. And that's the first story. The second story is Infected. Now, Infected is about these two soldiers that have had tests done on them, and they have become infected with this disease. Now, they can shoot bones out of their arms and actually eat their victims and take their bones and continue to shoot bones out of their arms. This is a two-part story, and it's really just Batman trying to deal with these infected and keep them from causing any more trouble in Gotham. The last one is Clay, and this is the introduction of Clayface, or at least one of the Clayfaces, into the modern continuity. The story is pretty standard. Batman has to go up against Clayface, doubting himself the whole entire time because, well, Clayface fucked him up the first time they met. With that said, let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get him. Well, let's do each story, and everything as a whole. The first story was very nice. I liked the dialogue, and I liked how they portrayed Batman, and I thought the action was good in there, and the art was good, and the story itself was satisfying for traditional Batman fans, or just Batman fans on a whole. I liked the first story a lot. There was really very little to complain about, if anything. The second story wasn't that bad, although I didn't like how it kind of ended. Batman used a gun to shoot the guy's bone arms to make sure he doesn't shoot any bones out of his arms. I don't know if this is really breaking Batman's rule because he didn't kill the person, he just stopped his arms. In addition to that, Batman knocked him off a bridge. Now, this, again, did not kill him, but Batman felt very regretful for what he did. So, besides that, the second story wasn't that bad, the art was good, and the action was good. The last story was definitely the weakest, which was surprising because I thought it was going to be the best. For one thing, this kind of comes into conflict with Tales of the Demons because Magus Malone is introduced here, but he's also introduced in Tales of the Demon. One thing you have to understand, though, Tales of the Demon is a pre-crisis story, so while it still counts to the modern continuity, a lot of stuff can be removed. The story wasn't that good. It felt very cliche. It felt like I knew what was going to happen, when it was going to happen, and how it was going to happen. Very predictable. On a whole, Batman Monsters is a pretty good series. Is it the best of the Legend of the Dark Knight? No, but it's definitely not the worst. Do I recommend picking it up? Probably not. And I would recommend getting all the Batman stuff. If you have a little extra cash, the werewolf story is really good, but on the whole, it's probably not worth picking up. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.